Today is day 39 of monk mode, and today's topic is definitely going to be about identity. I've talked about it before, but I haven't really noticed as much as I did yesterday how important the identity really is, and how much my identity really, how my changing of my identity resulted in like a skyrocket of success. So obviously, if you can tell, I'm pretty committed to this identity. I shaved my head for it. So identity makes success easy, right? Like I said. And the reason how is because, okay, think of it as like a rubber band. This is who you are right now without changing your identity. And this is where you want to be, right? And you're pulling the rubber band, and it doesn't like snap and break, it comes back, right? And you have to be this rubber band, right? Because not only will you go straight from here to here, but if you start going back to the like degenerate habits, you'll just snap back to the productivity, the discipline, and all that, right? So self-identity is the best thing in the world, because you'll realize like every little thing you do, it should be implemented everywhere, right? I'll give you some ways to do that. So the way it's helped me is that I realize, like, in small moments when I'm like, I want to do some, I don't know, like play video games or something, or watch porn, I will realize, I'll have some way to realize, because I make it so obvious that that's not who I am anymore. And so I don't do it, right? And that's the big thing. That's not who you are anymore. You have to kill your old self. This is what I'm saying. You kill version, like, I don't know, Blake 1.1, and then you make Blake 1.2, right? But then later, this version of me probably won't be enough to level up, so I have to kill Blake 1.2 and go to Blake 1.3. And eventually, like, the really high guys, not like, intoxication, but like high up on the success ladder, they've reinvented themselves a lot of times, because the level they were at is not enough to get higher and higher and higher, right? So, yeah, I mean, it's helped me. I'm on, I don't even know. I've gave up, like, masturbation and lust almost entirely. And due to the identity, no doubt, because that used to be a thing I struggled with a lot, right? As many of us young men do. It's like, because we don't realize it's a bad thing until we're already addicted, and then we've never fought an addiction before, so we don't know what to do. And yeah, but I've found the way to break loose, which is just make a new identity, right? Think about the military. They always have you shave your head, and they make you wear the same thing every day, and you're in this new environment. It's like, you can't just be lazy, because that's not who you are, right? You're in the military now. You can't just be this lazy bastard, right? So I'm going to give you some small and big changes that you can implement. Some small changes that I've done. I've changed my clocks to like 24-hour. It's a very like slight change, but it's just gonna, remind me, right? Because if I just look at my watch and it says like 13:01, I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I can't. It's like, that's who I am now, right? These wife beaters, wear them all the time, because it reminds me of who I am, right? And also, it kind of holds you accountable, because if you're fat and you have to wear a wife beater all the time, you're gonna feel like shit. You're gonna get that like extra 5% at the gym because you felt like shit the day before. So, 24-hour clock, and sorry about that. 24-hour clock, and like change up your entire outfits or whatever, wardrobe. That's the word I was looking for. So it could be wife beaters or it could be like goddamn suits, right? So another thing that I've done, shave my head. Another thing that I've done is rearrange my room, because you can definitely rearrange your room. Like I'm not talking about just redecorating it, buying a million new things. I'm just talking about moving, because I had the bed in like that corner where I'm pointing, and I moved it to over there, and I had the desk where I do my recordings over there, and now it's right here. So yeah, just small things everywhere. So like maybe, I don't know, get a different towel when you shower, so that once you get out of the shower, like, oh yeah, this is who I am. And quick side note, probably the most important thing that I've learned this year, which you should be like ready to listen, because this is gonna be crazy. Google Calendar. Don't put a weekly bullshit. Plan the next day. Plan the next day. Be specific. Let me just go on Google Calendar and show you what I have for today. So from 3:30 to 3:40, I take the dogs out and I take a cold shower. 3:40 to 3:45, I do my stoic intentions in my journal. And then 3:55 to 4:20, I do this video, right? 4:20 to 4:30, I do my gratitudes. 4:30 to 4:40, I do push-ups and bicycles like that. And from 4:40 to 5:15, I'll run. And I have exactly how much I'm running, exactly what video I'm doing, exactly. Like later, I have script videos for the week. I don't just have do work, you know? So, be specific. If you're gonna do a workout, I've done those before. I put leg day, or I'll put chest day, right? And I'll do the exact thing. I won't, mess with it. So, yeah, what did I all say? I said you can change your wardrobe, you can get a buzz cut if you have a pair of balls, which you probably don't, but it's alright. So, buzz cut, wardrobe, rearrange your room, 24-hour clock, put papers on your wall. I have them. I don't know if I said anything else. But yeah, you get the point. And you have no idea. Because I used to be this guy that struggled a lot with NoFap, right? If you know what that is, it's just abstaining from ejaculation, right? And ever since I changed my identity, and you can't just change your identity and then do bullshit, all right? You might just say, oh, I shaved my head, now I'm productive. No, you have to shave your head and that be a reminder of who you are. Because if you do all these changes, but you don't change, right? If nothing changes, nothing changes. So, yeah, you have to change your identity and do these things to prove it every day. Like, I mean, I don't even know how to, that's a you thing. You gotta figure out how to do that. So, yeah, just implement 1, 2, or 3 of those things. And also the Google Calendar shit, and you'll notice a difference, all right? It's not immediate, but it does happen. I mean, it kind of is immediate, though, because I was an absolute fapper, and then I've relapsed once since January 2nd, because I relapsed on January 1st. So January 1st and January 11th, only times this year that I've relapsed, right? So I don't even know, it's February 9th right now. That's almost a month without doing it. And once you get to the certain point, the urges don't mean shit to you because that's not who you are. You don't indulge. So, yeah, I got a new like maxim or quote, whatever you want to call it, that I'm gonna end the videos with. And remember that pain in the moment is growth in the long run. See ya.